CHUANG TZU was a mystic in ancient China, greatly revered and respected for his transcendental wisdom. He was mostly a hermit, seldom seen, preferring remote, trackless areas. But his whereabouts were known. He would come down from his mountain cave on occasion and teach and heal and inspire. He was fishing with his bamboo pole on the river one day. The emperor sent 2 agents to approach him. They did with great reverence, respecting the dignity of this old man. The emperor has sent us to appoint you as governor of this region, said the leader of the 2 agents. CHUANG TZU had been gazing deeply into the mysterious depths of the water in the river. Without looking away from the river, he responded to the news that he had been appointed the governor of this region. He said, "2,000 years ago, there was a very unusual tortoise, a large turtle with very strange markings on its shell that were interpreted as being highly spiritual. Omens, prophecies of the future. So what did they do with this sacred tortoise? They killed it and took the shell and put it on an altar in the temple for people to come and worship it like a cult. For 2,000 years, this tortoise shell, sacred turtle shell, has sat upon that altar in that temple, surrounded by clouds of incense and monks chanting, and people come for a visit to touch, to kiss, to gaze at the wondrous sacred markings on the shell of this tortoise. What would be better, I ask you, agents of the emperor? Would it be better for the tortoise to have its life ended, but its shell venerated by throngs of so-called spiritual people to come and worship? Or would it have been better for the tortoise to live and continue to drag its tail through the mud? The leader of the agents replied, probably better for the turtle to have lived. CHUANG TZU, still with his eyes gazing into the river, said, said, "Go home. Leave me to drag my tail through the mud." Each of us have that decision to make as well. We do not have to leave it up to others to decide if they're going to kill us or not. It is up to us to decide. Each of us have very spiritual, special markings surrounding us somewhere. It could be imprinted in our soul. It might be on our body somehow. But yet, we are not our bodies. We are not our bodies. We are not our bodies! Therefore, we should not worship our bodies or the masks that we create in order to be more socially acceptable or socially revered or respected. The shell represents certain aspects of our personality that we develop over the years, and they are not our true self. They are something we create in order to present to the society for their approval or disapproval, but they are personality aspects that we deliberately create that are not reflective of our true nature. And we die if we choose to embark on that path rather than to drag our tail through the mud, content with who we actually are, our true self, our true essence. People paint their faces with makeup, mostly women, but these days men as well. Horrifying. Regardless of which gender is painting their face, it is an insult to the spirit and also a death, a minor death. We wear clothes that try and fool people into thinking that we are more healthy than we actually are. Once again, an insult to the essence of our true self. Better to be truly healthy. Better to be honest with ourselves. Honesty will make the face beautiful, regardless of bone structure. Let meditation be a putting aside of our masks, putting aside of our deceptions, whether it be self-deception or deceptions intended for the society. Let meditation be the undoing of the original crime of killing our spiritual being, the tortoise, and replacing it with something fraudulent. We have spiritual markings. Let us not worship the markings. Let us worship He from which the markings came, the source.